Fans watching the live broadcast on TV are just as excited as those watching inside. After all, Ceirin is well known for his appearance. Furthermore, some fans are watching live broadcasts on the internet and leaving comments. Now that there are so many Ceirin fans outside, Wan Kaching could hear their yells while sitting in the dressing room. Before he arrived, he saw Ceirin becoming even more popular. You know, the number of Ceirin's fans has grown exponentially since his debut. Ceirin is so well liked that almost all of his fans will buy the water bottles he drinks from if they are available. Wan Kaching couldn't understand why anyone would try to mess with Ceirin because of this. Not to mention Ceirin's popularity, the Jiangnan Entertainment Company is said to regard Ceirin as a gem, so who would want to mess with him? Wan Kaching was thinking this, but she also knew that because it was in the script, the show crew would not put up much of a fight. In any case, she offended Ceirin and Ceirin's fans today. Everyone seems to know who will be arriving next, so I won't put it off any longer. Following that is Ceirin, who has over 80 million fans. As soon as her voice faded, there was a tremendous shout throughout the studio. It was filled with Ceirin's name, and the music from the music group Heated Things can heat up when they do shows. They normally pay for various acts to make the headliners look famous, but this is unneeded for Ceirin. Any show that asks Ceirin to record the program does not require any paid performers because Ceirin has so many admirers. The studio's audience poured out thunderous cries this time, and Ceirin emerged on stage. He is not the same person he used to be. Ceirin wears a black shirt and does not resemble the youth of the past. He is calmer, and his haircut is hooked, causing the fans to yell and nearly break through the roof. This sensation made Ceirin feel very at ease, reminding him of a human as he stood in the center of the stage, surrounded by so many fans' insane shouts and everyone's burning glances. Shadow is the person he is, and he has 8 personalities. One of them is a performer on the stage. His favorite thing to do is to stand on stage and show off. Initially bewildered, Ceirin seemed to comprehend when he observed the fans screaming for him. The relaxing music had come to an end. Wan Kaching pondered the popularity of the person in front of her, and she was concerned that the show's team had made a major error this time. Wan Kaching felt uneasy thinking about this, although he didn't know why. This is your first time participating in our star face-to-face. Do you want to meet the fans right away? Wan Kaching gave him the microphone with a smile. Wan Kaching's control abilities are extremely good at this point. After obtaining the microphone, Ceirin immediately smiled at the camera. All of the crowd screamed again. Because this isn't the intelligent smile he used to give. He now exudes diabolical appeal and a wavering appearance that leaves onlookers spellbound. Furthermore, the crowd was surprised not only because of the change in his physical appearance with the addition of Ceirin's face value but also because he appeared exceedingly gorgeous, leaving fans wondering how he could become more and more handsome over time. Hello to my buddies watching television and on the scene. Hello, my name is Ceirin. I'm honored to be a guest on Stars Face to Face, and I hope to continue bringing joy to everyone in the future. He had a bright smile on his face as he said this. Many old fans who watched the live broadcast thought Ceirin appeared to be very happy and to have discovered something good. The more Wan Kaching looked at the people in front of her, the more uneasy she felt, but she couldn't refuse the program group's arrangement and could only continue her interview under scrutiny. Your fans appear to be very excited because Ceirin is here personally on the show. I recently learned that Ceirin has been working on a film. Which film is it? Could you please say something? Stars to Face is nothing more than a celebrity chat show. Wan Kaching's job is to sift through celebrity gossip. What fan doesn't enjoy a little gossip? Many fans left messages on the official blog after the program group informed the outside world that Ceirin had been invited to Stars Face to Face. It is safe to say that it is extremely popular. Yes, I'm currently filming Iron Horse Glacier Comes to Dream, directed by Zhou Dun. This is my first time in the film playing a teenager in general, so I am overjoyed. I'm hoping that when the film is released, everyone will come out to see it and support me. It will be available on October 1st. Xiao Qingrong is naturally aware of his own body, so he recognized that the film in which he is currently acting is the Iron Horse Glacier Comes to Dream, and as soon as his words were spoken, the following fans brought out many items, this time a glacier-colored item, and then a very orderly sound rang out. The heart desire of the Iron Horse Glacier. We will undoubtedly come to observe. This cool fan group forced the camera crew to take a lot of shots, which caused Xiao Qingrong to look at all his fans' faces and smile even brighter. How could Qingrong be so charming and attractive? The Iron Horse Glacier has arrived to visit my fantasy. My heart was broken by him. Purchase, purchase, purchase. Isn't it just a film? I'm going to watch it. Fans watching the live stream on the internet rushed to express their support as well. The studio had an intense atmosphere, and Wan Kaching would be overjoyed if it were normal. Wan Kaching can't help but wonder what Xiao Qingrong's father thinks now that everyone is so excited. 618 is impressed by his host as well. The host appeared to be excellent. When a star is adored by a large number of people, it is a true male god. Everyone appears to be excited about your new film, so I'm hoping that everyone will come out to support Qingrong's Iron Horse Glacier Comes to Dream on October 1st. I'm going to see a movie to support Qingrong. Everyone smiled as Wan Kaching blinked. Xiao Qingrong nodded and grinned. Wan Kaching, who was standing next to him, was taken aback by his big smile today. Okay, I'll ask you a quick question now. Many fans have bombarded the show host with questions this time, knowing that you participated in our star face-to-face. I'm hoping you can get back to me right away. Are you ready? Of course, Xiao Qingrong was prepared. Is answering a few questions more difficult than killing? Simply put, a celebrity's job is to shape himself into a shining image and then show his best side. Of course, Xiao Qingrong is capable of doing so. Ready, he sat there obediently, giving the fans the impression that he also looks cute and handsome this way. He has an evil aura around him, but after sitting down, he transforms into a good baby, causing people to notice the contrast. Okay, then I'll get started. The first fan question is, are you 20 years old this year? What kind of girl do you prefer if you're in love? This is a common question on variety shows. Xiao Qingrong had faced this problem before, but at the time, he would say that he was still young and would realize it when he met that person. When everyone heard this question, they assumed it would be answered as usual, and they were not expecting Xiao Qingrong's response. I like intelligent, up-and-coming women. My supporters. This sentence directly pleased all of his fans, whether they were on site or watching the live broadcast. They all smiled because their idol thinks of them. Of course, the sensation was fantastic. Oh. Which of your followers in your heart, are all of your fans smart and up-and-coming? Wan Kaching found it strange to think of Xiao Qingrong's fans. Xiao Qingrong has not debuted in 4 years, but his fans are far more loyal than those of many other stars. His fans have a strong sense of unity. Yes, they are truly incredible. They not only make pictures for me on Weibo, but they also make videos of me. Furthermore, our company established a love fund for AIDS patients last month. My fans were extremely generous and donated to the fund. Thank you for your generosity and the love fund. Thank you very much. As he said this, he bowed to everyone, making the fans even crazier. I adore you, Xiao Qingrong. I adore you as well. The fans' emotions are strong. They were expressing themselves with their voices at this time, and Xiao Qingrong's smile enthralled the fans. We are all eager to donate again if the opportunity arises. Wan Kaching was surprised when Xiao Qingrong mentioned the foundation so abruptly. She had no idea Xiao Qingrong would drag her into the ditch, and she could only continue with her question. Qingrong appears to be a big fan of philanthropy. I also contributed to the Weibo Love Fund you started. Anyway, let's move on to the next question. Can you explain why you usually log on to Weibo at midnight? I have a lot of work to do during the day, and I can't get on my mobile phone. I'm a bit addicted to the internet, but I can only get on Weibo for a while at night. Many of my pictures are drawn by them, as well as videos, which are very fun to see, so that's why I usually get on at night. With such an answer, the following fans became more excited. Wan Keqing looked at Xiao Qingrong and suddenly didn't know what to do. Thinking of Xiao Qingrong's information that she had previously obtained, who was the one who said he was cold and immature. Oh. Then you saw those videos made by your fans. Your fans also want to know if you will go to Station B. There are a lot of videos about you going to Station B. The so-called gossip goes like this. In fact, all these questions are not useful, but as long as the fans are happy, they will be asked. If my fan wants to, I will go to Station B, but it seems that my fans don't want me to. After opening the videos made by my fans, they said that they don't want me to go somewhere so far, and I also don't want to leave my fans. Xiao Qingrong said, it seemed a little embarrassing and showed a sloppy smile, causing everyone present to show a kind smile, and those fans who watched the live broadcast brushed out a word. Xiao Qingrong cares for his fans, and Xiao Qingrong wants to stay with his fans. Wan Keqing also continued the interview. The interview between the two was gradually getting better. After hearing that the ratings were getting higher and higher from the headset, Wan Keqing said that he was indeed the hottest little meat nowadays. His popularity is very high. Talk about his father, Keqing. A reminder suddenly came from the headset, making Wan Keqing's smile momentarily stiff. If she could, she didn't want to do it, but someone wants to mess with Xiao Qingrong. Even if she doesn't cooperate, other people will, so she can't offend the show crew for him. With a sigh in her heart, she felt that it was pity for Xiao Qingrong. Qingrong, according to your previous exposure on Weibo, your mother passed away last year, so how is your relationship with your other relatives? Suddenly, hearing this question pop up, Xiao Qingrong's face instantly became indifferent. Even the most spoiled and screamed at fans become cold for a moment, knowing that their idol's mother died a year ago. However, this host brought it up, so of course, it made the fans unhappy. In the comments section, the fans commented one by one, something is wrong with the host is mentally disabled for her to ask about the mother who has passed away, and, what the hell is this host doing? Other than those comments, there are also comments expressing condolences for Xiao Qingrong. I feel sorry for Qingrong. In short, when Xiao Qingrong appeared in front of the media to announce the death of his mother, he was dealt a heavy blow. Now that the old things have been revisited, it has inevitably made people feel that the program group is planning something. Most fans thought that the show crew would talk about Xiao Qingrong's mother, who died, for the ratings. I have no relatives except my mother. Xiao Qingrong gave such an answer with a cold face. Although it was indifferent, the clean eyes were very distressing to the fans because the eyes were full of ice at this moment, but they seemed to carry endless loneliness. At this time, he seems a little bit pitiful, causing people to want to hold him in their arms and console him. Wan Keqing is also a little embarrassed because she knows that what she will do next will cause her to be scolded, but there is no way. Once you are mixed in with the entertainment circle, you will have to bow your head to rise. But according to our show team, Qingrong, you still have a father. She dared to say this sentence, and the fans present booed because many knew that Xiao Qingrong's mother was divorced. How could a divorced man be worthy of being called the father of their idol? Xiao Qingrong doesn't seem to reject this topic. A fragile smile appeared on his face, and his eyes became red all of a sudden, which distressed the fans present, not to mention those who watched the live broadcast. I do have a father, but in all honesty, it is better not to have him as a father. Sister Chin, my company, and my fans know that my mother divorced early and raised me alone, but I never said that my mother divorced because my father was cheating. When I was 3 years old, not only was he cheating, but his mistress also had a child. For that woman and child, he forced my mother to divorce and then gave me up. I lived with my mother until she died last year. In my heart, my loved ones are my mother and no one else. As he said that, his eyes turned red, and tears were about to form, but they were stubborn and refused to fall. However, this made the fans below sob. This is the first time they saw such a weak and tearful Xiao Qingrong, and even if he looked cool today, his tears are still so distressing. Wan Keqing never expected that he would cry because she mentioned his mother. She was even more embarrassed and could not bear it because she already knew what Xiao Qingrong's father was planning on doing, and he was here to destroy Xiao Qingrong. Wan Keqing, on the other hand, was taken aback by the person in front of her. There was the sound of the director on the headset. The ratings of the show group have soared again because of Xiao Qingrong's crying. Well, it should not be called crying because the man in front of her did not cry. He just had a pair of red eyes with tears and was stubbornly trying to keep the tears from falling, making people particularly distressed. But your father is also the one who gave birth to you. You haven't seen him for so many years. Maybe he has other difficulties? Wan Keqing guided Xiao Qingrong, thinking about waiting for Wei Shuoqin to come out and let the two fathers and sons go face to face. In this case, the ratings of the program group will be more guaranteed. Hearing Wan Keqing's words, Xiao Qingrong gave a bitter smile, then looked at Wan Keqing with a look of distress. Sister Qin, I won't hide it from you any longer. Before I made my debut, I went to the man secretly. Everyone knows that I made my debut because of the picture on the internet of me crying in the snow. That day, I sneaked away to find that man. At that time, my mother was waiting for medical expenses in the hospital. I was just a student and had no money at all, so I thought of going to the man, and after a while, I finally found out where that man lived. He came out and immediately kicked me out. The man also said that he was not my dad and told me to stay forever, so I cried helplessly in the snow. When I arrived at the Jiangnan Entertainment Company, after I signed the contract, the company was responsible for my mother's medical expenses. I am very grateful to Jiangnan Entertainment Company and the fans who made me popular at the time. Otherwise, I would probably be dead. He said so many things in an unprecedented way that the atmosphere suddenly calmed down, causing fans to cry even more. Moreover, Sun Qimin, who was sitting below, was also red-eyed. For so many years, she knew the child's difficulty. She also understands the child's view on affection. As a man who abandoned his wife after cheating, Sun Qimin also felt disgusted with him. The keen Sun Qimin felt that the program crew said something strange, but this is a live show, and it is not possible to interrupt it. She can only work hard to deal with the uneasiness in her heart while watching Xiao Qingrong, who is now revealing his life situation to the media for the first time. She hopes that this will cause the show crew to not try to do anything strange again. Wan Keqing is also embarrassed. Although she knew that the man had abandoned his wife, now looking at Xiao Qingrong's pitiful appearance, she felt that it was also unbearable, but she still had to do it. But maybe he has other difficulties? Qingrong, after you decided to participate in this show, your father found the show group and wanted to meet you at the scene. Whatever happened between you and your father, it's been so long since then. Can't you forgive him? After all, you are father and son. As she finished talking, Xiao Qingrong was surprised and couldn't believe it. The tears were still in his eyes, and those who cared about him and his mother were surprised to learn that his father would appear on the show. The following fans were also shocked by the planning of the show crew. It never occurred to them that, to gain ratings, stars face-to-face would begin actively digging into the private lives of other celebrities. Isn't this a violation of privacy? Sun Qimin did not expect the show group to have such a plan, thinking that Xiao Qingrong had never mentioned his family before. What does the show group plan to do now? Thinking of this, Sun Shimin got up and walked to the side, intending to ask the program team what they wanted to do. The shocked Xiao Qingrong couldn't believe it as he looked at Wan Keqing in front of him. He couldn't speak for a long time. It seemed that he was shocked by such a thing, and Wan Keqing took the opportunity to say something quickly. Mr. Wei Shuaqin, Xiao Qingrong's biological father, has arrived to meet with Qingrong. They have not seen each other for 17 years. The music given by the program team at this time is so warm and lingering, but the atmosphere is cold and terrible. The fans below are all angry, with red eyes. If there is no one to maintain order, they will rush up. In a burst of music, Wei Shuaqin came out from behind. Everyone watching the live broadcast got the impression that this man was nothing like Xiao Qingrong because of his aged appearance. Xiao Qingrong is so unique, but his father is just an ordinary person. This situation surprises everyone. However, the ratings have increased rapidly. Because of the exposure of Xiao Qingrong before and Wei Shuaqin walking in at this time. Although the makeup has become very sloppy, few people sympathize because no one would like the kind of person who would abandon his wife and son. Not to mention, he has a mistress who gave birth to a child and left his other child hanging. How can they not hate this person? This is the psychological battle that Xiao Qingrong fought, first expressing his good deeds, then thanking the fans who love him, and then, when the host raised the topic of loved ones, he directly took out those things that Wei Shuaqin did for sympathy and told everyone that this person is a scumbag. In this case, no matter how pitiful Wei Shuaqin is, everyone will not sympathize with a scumbag, right? The appearance of Wei Shuaqin increased the ratings. When he came over, his eyes were full of kindness as he looked at his son. Qingrong. He shouted the name tremblingly, and it looked like tears were about to fall. But Xiao Qingrong closed his eyes at this moment, put away the sword, and looked at the man in front of him indifferently. You know, I don't want to see you. My mother's last wish before dying was to keep me from meeting you and seeing you in my life. He said this indifferently, but none of the fans present felt that it was wrong. Why have sympathy for such a scumbag? When he was young, he abandoned his wife and children. When his wife was seriously ill, he completely ignored her. Now that his son is successful, he wants to come and get some benefits. How can someone be this thick-skinned? Wei Shuaqin was treated with such indifference, which was also a little embarrassing. He looked at Wan Keqing with a begging expression, which made Wan Keqing helpless. Qingrong, don't be angry now. As far as I know, Mr. Wei has a special reason for that. Maybe it's all a misunderstanding for you. Mr. Wei came here today to solve this misunderstanding with you. Wan Keqing said, sighing in her heart, even if this man were sick, as a woman, Wan Keqing could not sympathize with such a scumbag. Xiao Qingrong was still indifferent, but Wei Shuaqin spoke. Qingrong, my divorce from your mother was caused by infidelity, but I never treated her poorly. When I divorced your mother, I gave her a share of the property. I also left you to your mother. As soon as he was there, he was interrupted by Xiao Qingrong. Xiao Qingrong looked at the man ironically and hummed. You're a cheater. My mother and you split the property in the marriage. Moreover, you got more of it, and you also left me to my mother and said you didn't want me because you already had another son outside. Do you think I don't know that? Although I was only 3 years old at the time, I already had a memory of when you divorced, and I remember them well. Xiao Qingrong's words made Wei Shuaqin look bad. The fact that he was rebuked by his son made him a little unhappy, but because it was in the program, he couldn't lose his temper and could only endure it. Qingrong, this is a thing of the past, and besides, you were so young, how would you know what was going on? At that time, there were no feelings between us, and although we divorced, in my heart, you will always be my good boy. I was helpless, I didn't want to leave you, but your mother forced me to. Otherwise, she won't divorce, and I can't help it. You must think about how painful it is to live with an unemotional person." When he said that, he seemed to feel that he was right, even though he was the one who cheated, and this made all of Xiao Qingrong's fans feel that his skin was as big as a pot. He was helpless. It was painful living with an unemotional person. That person is your wife. Now the fans are more sympathetic to Xiao Qingrong and his mother. Is it pitiful for her to encounter such a person? No feelings? Then why did you marry my mother in the first place? Why did you give birth to me? Besides, anyone else can talk about feelings. Only you can't. At that time, you met a woman outside and betrayed your marriage with my mother. You, a cheater, are the least qualified to talk about feelings. I promise you that no matter what you do today, I will never recognize you. Moreover, you also signed the declaration of severance of relations. Yes, Xiao Qingrong's mother, Xiao Zixian, was afraid that something would happen, so when she divorced, she had evidence of her husband cheating and also got the DNA of his other son for further proof. Because of these things, she not only got the custody of Xiao Qingrong but also a declaration of severance of relations, which was already legally effective. That statement was signed by your mother, and I was forced to sign it. You are also my son. How could I not feel bad for you? I had no choice but to sign that thing, and your mother never allowed me to see you. What can I do? I can't help it. Wei Shuoqin suddenly burst into tears, which can be said to be true tears. This appearance is estimated to make people feel pitiful after seeing it, but unfortunately for him, there is only hate for him. Moreover, Xiao Qingrong will not allow this man to ruin his life. You don't have to do anything. The best you can do is to never appear in front of me. Didn't you say you didn't have a son like me? I will say the same thing. I don't have a father like you. According to the original severance statement, you are not my father, just a stranger. Now Xiao Qingrong is like a hedgehog with thorns. Even if he is so indifferent to his father, it doesn't make the fans feel bad. It just makes the fans feel anxious to beat the old man. The atmosphere suddenly froze. Wei Shuoqin didn't seem to think that Xiao Qingrong was not only calm but indifferent when he faced him. Even though he had no feelings for this son, Wei Shuoqin was still a little angry and complained about how his ex-wife educated him. Wan Keqing also noticed the stiff atmosphere in the show and hurried out to say something. Qingrong, know that Mr. Wei did a lot of things at first, and I'm sorry for you and your mother, but now he has found the show crew, and he wants to get along with you. Moreover, he came this time because he has something to tell you. Although he is only 56 years old, he has kidney disease, and I am afraid that time is running out. As she said the lines in the textbook, she felt that such lines were strange. What kind of father would only want to see the son he abandoned when he was sick? Isn't this leading up to something? When 618 heard this, it immediately reacted. Host, look, this person is asking you to donate a kidney. You must not donate a kidney. As a man, the kidney is very important. Although his host is not close to women, and he has no interest in women, how can men not have kidneys? Doesn't that have a big impact on the body? There are 2 kidneys in the human body. It is reasonable to donate 1 kidney, but if one is missing, it will not only accelerate aging but also cause various physical symptoms. So donating a kidney is something that 618 disagrees with. Xiao Qingrong looked at Wan Keqing and Wei Shuoqin indifferently but answered 618 questions in his heart. Oh, donate a kidney? I can't donate a kidney in this life, let alone donate a kidney to such a person. Well, in a sense, Xiao Qingrong is also a person who can't tolerate sand in his eyes. Seeing that Xiao Qingrong had not spoken for a long time, Wei Shuoqin thought of those people's promises and hurriedly made a sad expression. Qingrong. Dad has run out of time. This kidney disease is very serious. If I don't change the kidney again, I will be dead. So Dad came to the show this time to check on you and see if everything was okay. He played an emotional card, but Xiao Qingrong did not answer at all. Are you finished? Xiao Qingrong's words can be said to be very indifferent. Immediately after the words fell, Wei Shuoqin's face was not very good. He never expected that when he heard that he was sick, his son could still be so indifferent. Will you forgive my father for not caring for you all these years? Let's get along with each other, okay? I will treat you well. Thinking of that person's guarantee, even if this son is no longer useful, he will still be able to get money, so Wei Shuoqin can choose to scheme against Xiao Qingrong without hesitation. Of course, I'm not going to forgive you. After hearing Wei Shuoqin's words of reconciliation, Xiao Qingrong took a big breath and said another sentence. For the sake of your dying, I will not talk about your bullying of my mother in the first place. Don't show up in front of me in the future. Wang Keqing, on the side, did not expect Xiao Qingrong to not even care about his image in front of the media. He treated his biological father in this way in public and was not afraid of public opinion. He abruptly dropped the subject of kidney donation. Tell him to donate his kidney. Tell him to donate his kidney. Inside the headset was the shout of the director, but Wang Keqing was very irritated and felt that the current stage was no longer under her control. Wei Shuoqin was very upset when he heard Xiao Qingrong say that, and now he doesn't bother to follow the script anymore. Do you have the patience to see me die? Can't you donate a kidney to me? As long as you donate a kidney to me, I can live well. I am your biological father. He was bitter and pitiful, but Xiao Qingrong was still indifferent. The audience immediately started to make noise. Everyone did not expect that this so-called dad would be so shameless and ask for a kidney from his son. Does he know how important this kidney is to a man? The fans who watched the live broadcast were also pissed. They never expected that their idol would be asked to donate his kidney by his father like this. He barely raised his child, but now that his child has grown up, he is sick. He comes over and asks his child to donate a kidney. Why is his face so thick? Xiao Qingrong had already expected such a scene, but he was calm, and his eyes fell on Wei Shuoqin's body. So that's why you came to see me today? To save my kidney? Even though his words were indifferent, everyone felt indescribable rage because, even between father and son, such a request was excessive. Yes. I gave birth to you, now it's your turn to help. What's the matter with you? I've raised you for so long, just give me a kidney. Wei Shuoqin had taken it for granted at this point. Wang Keqing had a feeling something was about to go wrong. At the same time, she was upset when she saw Xiao Qingrong take a small box from his pocket, which stunned her. The camera captured Xiao Qingrong's actions for the first time. Looking at the box that Xiao Qingrong took out, everyone was stunned. Everyone saw Xiao Qingrong looking at the box almost religiously. He then opened it slowly, revealing the contents inside with a delicate scalpel. Later, this scalpel was taken to Xiao Qingrong's left hand, and it kept flying on his beautiful and slender fingers. They don't know why, but everyone suddenly felt a little inexplicable, and when Xiao Qingrong raised his head again, his original eyes turned cold and sharp. Suddenly, he raised the corner of his mouth and smiled at Wei Shuoqin in front of him. His voice was more like a charming demon. Are you sure you want my kidney?